Hi Pisces, welcome to your mid-January reading. So it's been a while. Thank you guys for coming back. What a crazy year 2023 was. So I was sitting here meditating on your energy, and the message that I got, I'm being drawn to Jupiter, like good luck. If you feel like you haven't had any sense, it went into Taurus, I feel like, when was it? May? Sorry, I'm not an astrologer. May? I'm seeing like as it rounds out into the end of, again, going back to May, sorry, it's showing me a cycle. I feel like you're going to see a lot more positive, unexpected things, a lot of more blessings. So if you feel like you've been a little bit down and out in your luck, things are going to turn. There's a lot of volatility this year. It can be in a good way though. I mean, it's definitely in a good way. It might not seem like it. I mean, what do we have? The most elections on planet Earth this year. I mean, we're going to see so much turmoil, things coming to an end. But I also feel like there's a positive aspect of this. And I also, as I'm saying this, I'm seeing certain cycles for you coming to an end. So if there is one in particular, I feel I'm talking about love stories. If you've had difficult love stories in your life, expect kind of like a miracle. And I'm not really one to say that. I'm a Taurus. I'm pretty realistic and I am positive. But this is the energy that I'm feeling. Be very positive when it comes to, I feel like, people coming into your life that are aligned with you and that want to share, share your life in a way that has a level of depth and a level of meaning. I feel like more than before. I mean, I guess it's not good to, kind of compare, but there's something about this that I feel like there's a longevity to it, like it's setting something in place. Very positive though. The moon flipping over as I'm shuffling could be in your feelings, could be in your, this is kind of exploring the depths within here, thinking. Cancer energy. All right, messages for Pisces. What's coming up can have to do with this new moon in Capricorn. All planets going direct the end of this month. I think there's another message here about, anything. I feel like anything. Don't delay it until February. Start a little piece of it. So if it's writing a book, the first page, if it's repairing a relationship, make the first call. There's something here about just get the ball rolling, plant the seed. If it's singing, take a lesson, or whatever it is, write the song. There's something here. It's saying put a strategy in place where you're setting yourself up for success. And I feel like the vibration, the tone, it's like it's creating these ripple effects for the rest of, I want to say, actually, I don't even want to say the rest of the year. Yes, it affects that, but I feel like the first half of this year can be very productive for you. All right, too many. Messages for Pisces, mid-January, 10 of Cups. What is this feeling for you? And I feel like you're tapped in, tuned in. It might be a while that you've had this, I want to say, absence of the 10 of Cups. So you know exactly what it is. This is the center, the epicenter of your reading here. What does that feel like? And I feel like there's been a broad range, broad spectrum of experiences in your life. I want to say the last, I'm getting 4 years. Good and bad. I feel like very full spectrum. So when I see that, it feels like expanding consciousness, like stretching the depths and the heights, I guess, the light and the dark. When I look at this card, I feel I'm drawn to her kind of greenish dress. To me, it feels very stable, centered in her emotions, and really enjoying the goodness when it comes. Crossed by, doubting that it will come. 8 of Swords. This is where I feel like that little hint of positivity or optimism could be very helpful. Again, thoughts become things. Good thoughts for yourself. This can be about partnership. Yeah, when's it going to come? Here it is, Knight of Pentacles. It's coming. It's a little bit slow. the well in the past. It's telling why you're coming to this reading is because you're hoping, you're wishing for something. You've been clearing out space within. Seven of Swords, not wanting to feel like the giver all the time, and attracting in the takers, or the narcissists, or the, you know, whatever, the selfish people in the world. I feel like if you can't pick up on it, I feel like you will. It's becoming more and more obvious where it's like there's two paths in life. It's like a split in kind of consciousness, a split in the world. And I feel like there's certain types of people you're just not going to align with anymore. So if you did in the past, especially when it comes to relationships, I feel like choose this higher vibration, be in your heart center, be positive, choose to align with this right now. And again, that is the ripple effect that can move you forward through this year. So if you've been staying away from dating, or staying away from, I mean, yeah, it can be starting something that has a slow movement in a direction that you're kind of manifesting here. So this can be like the new endeavor, the new project. And I feel like be careful of people, you know, putting you down or saying that's not going to work, anything like that takes from you, that doesn't add to you. I feel like find a new circle, find your tribe, find like-minded positive people, find that group of entrepreneurs, meetups, all of that good stuff, people that give, that kind of replenish your cup. There it is, the King of Cups. Definitely replenishes the cup. This is somebody that knows what they want. I feel like this energy has showed up for Pisces before. King of Cups, this is somebody that truly knows what you want. And as I'm reading this, I mean, this can be you, but I'm feeling it's somebody else here coming in, because this is in the near future. So it's not you now. It can be becoming you becoming more embodied, within your emotions, within your emotional depths. This to me, though, feels like somebody external to you. So this can be a partner coming in for a lot of you. Or, I mean, even a friendship if you're not looking for a partnership. That I feel like it kind of helps, I feel like nourishes the parts of you that you don't let many people see. So, and this is why I'm talking about dreams or things that you haven't quite presented to the world yet. This can be a support system for you, and it can come in the form of just like one person. I mean, that's really all it takes. I mean, I feel like the older and older I get, the smaller and smaller my circle becomes. There's something I feel like illuminated about this person when it comes to their connection. I feel like this person's done a lot of work, and I feel like their mind is very, I don't know what the word is. Oh, there's a few words coming to my mind. I'm seeing like sweet, but I also feel healed, and like somebody that has actually taken the time to kind of clear their mind and connect to truth. There's something very centered about this person. Very kind. I get kind. Look at this man's eyes in this particular illustration. He looks very kind. Very like natural, just kind of okay with who they are, even if it's not perfect. I really admire people that are like this. I think I've brought people around me in my life that are just like this, just like, blah, here it is, here I am, here's the flaws. There's something very beautiful about it, instead of trying to be perfect, because within all the flaws, they are perfect. And this makes it like even more attractive. There's something very calming about this purple energy too that he's wearing. Very neutralizing. I feel like very complementary to your energy. The Magician. Yeah, there's a new beginning here starting for you guys, Pisces. If you feel like you haven't had a stroke of luck or anything good has come in the last few months, there's definitely that possibility. I mean, it's almost guaranteed here with the 10 of Cups, 9 of Pentacles. 9 of Pentacles and your energy right now is, what do you want? What brings stability to you? What is the most important thing that you're trying to manifest? And it's talking about what is in the position of what you need to know is the 8 of Pentacles. Wake up and take one more step in that direction. So if it's like opening a line of a channel in the universe to be able to be found, whether this is like through meetups or, like I was talking before, entrepreneur stuff, or things that have to do with what you want to do in the world, or dating, open it up. Even if you feel like this isn't going to work, it hasn't worked before, there's something new now where I feel like there is I'm seeing like an on and off switch. There's something here that's changed, that's going to bring in, I feel like it's almost better than you thought. And I feel like connecting in a really healthy way. So if you have a tendency to connect with people that are, I feel like coming in, I mean, it's the Seven of Swords. So people that are like, I'm missing this and I have this, so we work together, and this is that struggle a little bit where the taker and the giver kind of find each other. There's something about this where I feel there's two givers coming together, two people that are very centered, very healed, and I feel like don't expect that repetitive pattern to continue. Even if it's with, again, business partners. I know I've had this theme in my life where I partner up with people and it ends up burning me every time. I do so much research, and I shouldn't even say it because, actually I can say it because it's what's happened. But I genuinely feel it was to get me to the point to do it on my own. It's to give me that fire, that desire to do things on my own. And these were my teachers, and kind of seeing it from that perspective. You can't take something from me that I give freely. And I did. And for that, I honor myself. And I feel like you can apply this to any type of relationship. But moving forward, I do feel like the more you kind of express and talk about what you want on all levels, again, it doesn't have to be just about what the one thing you're coming to this reading for, because again, ripple effects. Be very optimistic about the possibilities of blessings coming to your life, because the Queen of Wands is saying, follow what feels like sunshine. Trust your intuition, trust your gut, trust your knowingness, trust your heart. That fire, though, is kind of reigniting in your life. I feel like she's going to be very like attractive, very there's something about you that I feel, the way you think about yourself, or the way you thought about yourself before, is going to be flipped on its head, and I actually feel a little bit uncomfortable. So maybe you had one idea about yourself, and somebody might be seeing you as kind of just great at the way you are, and there might be some challenges to kind of sit in that. The Magician. There's something here with infinite potential, though. Nine of Wands. What's this Nine of Wands about? Ten of Swords. So feeling stuck, essentially, but you're not really stuck. It's just kind of getting out of the mind. So there's a heavy emphasis on meditation. This is, again, one of the things that will create ripple effects for everything. And I've been kind of like, I want to say, I mean, there's a lot I haven't explored, but there's a lot that I have explored when it comes to spirituality, different teachers, different consciousnesses, different religions, different things. And yes, some of them have really inspired me, really propelled me forward, but the way, and there's no kind of escaping this, I feel. I mean, I've taken some of the most potent psychedelics on earth, you know, for awakening, like ayahuasca, treated veterans with PTSD and addiction with Ibogaine. Like I've explored a lot. The simplest truth, though, I have to say, is meditation. A consistent practice of self-awareness, of cleansing the mind, because the mind is infinitely less intelligent than the heart and the gut. Every day. There's no easy way around that. It can be exercise too. Exercise is a great way to kind of clear thoughts, get, you know, anyways, this is, yeah, the Lovers. There's a story here about partnership. Some of you, this might be strictly business, but I really feel I'm talking about love for a lot of you. If you feel if you've felt stuck, it's so interesting. This is the first reading where I'm tripping over all of my words. I feel like there's an old pattern here that needs to be pulled up from the root. I think you know where it comes from as you're listening to this. Bring awareness, shine a little flashlight on it, and ask it to leave. This person, this is transitioning not so nicely. I feel like this person has good hair. There's something notable about it. It might even be the lack thereof. There's something notable about it, though. It's almost like Leo energy. Leo and this King of Cups, water energy. Very centered. Planting deep, deep roots. Deep foundations together. Look at the bottom of this reading. I mean, look at what this is all based on. Knight of Pentacles, Magician. Slow and steady, comfortable pace, infinite potential, gathering. I mean, this is like every life experience building up to this moment. It might not be exactly this month, but this is the time, I feel like, of the shift. Look at around the world. It's the time of the shift. We're just kind of a speck in this big pool of consciousness. It's the time. Now, do you want to kind of look at the dark side and think it's the time for the end of everything, or do you want to have a more optimistic where we're in constant evolution? It's constant expansion and contraction. We've been through the contraction. Now lies all of this potential, especially in your love life. I mean, there's no denying this. So you have, where is it again? The Lovers here. There's a choice. That's the choice, though. Choose the goodness for yourself. Choose to believe it. Wake up every morning and tell yourself you look good. You love yourself, right in the mirror, doing your best. Hair looks crazy, but that's all right. It's insight into my world. If you're wondering how I do it, I give myself a little bit of realism so I can believe it. All right. Let's get an oracle card for you all. One message that would be helpful for Pisces for the month of January. Oh, politics. Look at that mask. Yeah. Getting rid of politics. They're a bunch of smoke and mirrors. Let's read it. Politics. Let me find it. I'm going to read it from this book because I like it. 130. Okay, the commentary. Do you recognize this man? All but the most innocent and sincere of us have a politician lurking somewhere in our minds. In fact, the mind is political. Its very nature is to plan and to scheme and to try to manipulate situations and people so that it can get what it wants. Here, the mind is represented by the snake, covered with clouds and speaking with a forked tongue. But the important thing to realize about this card is that both faces are false. The sweet, innocent, trust me face is a mask, and the evil, toxic, I'll have my way with you face is a mask. And politicians don't have real faces. The whole game is a lie. Take a good look at yourself to see if you have been playing this game. What you see might be painful, but not as painful as continuing to play. It doesn't serve anybody's interests in the end, least of all yours. Whatever you might achieve in this way will just turn to dust in your hands. I think this means, I know this means in dating, like trying to charm somebody. We think, oh, they're charming. What is this? This is kind of going back to the message of just being yourself, being natural, being not changing like photos, like just being yourself. And then you're not manipulating the situation, because when you do that, you're distorting the natural kind of energy, the natural flowing events. There's a trickster there. That's the underlying energy. So it's inviting you to just be yourself. That is the vibration of love. That's the new earth that we're trying to align with. Politics. I mean, that can go for work as well. What are you trying to fit into that no longer fits? What are you trying to, like, it's saying just be honest, be real. Don't wear the mask if it doesn't fit anymore. Politics. Anybody can be a good pretender, a hypocrite. Will become your leader politically, will become your priest religiously. All that he needs is his hypocrisy. All that he needs is cunningness. All that he needs is a facade to hide behind. Your politicians live double lives. Your priests live double lives. One from the front door and the other from the back door. And the back door life is their real life. Those front door smiles are just false. Those faces looking so innocent are just cultivated. If you want to see the reality of a politician, you will have to see him from his back door. There he is in his nudity, as he is, and so is the priest. These two kinds of cunning people have dominated humanity, and they have found out very early on that if you want to dominate humanity, make it weak, make it feel guilty, make it feel unworthy, destroy its dignity, take all glory away from it, humiliate it. And they have found such subtle ways of humiliation that they don't come in the picture at all. They leave it to you to humiliate yourself, to destroy yourself. They have taught you a kind of slow suicide. Yeah, I mean, this is kind of, I think, the veil kind of being lifted in the world right now, and kind of all of these social constructions. I mean, it's been around forever, right? The story, the narratives that we're fed, or the bodies that we're supposed to have, all of this stuff. I feel like it's showing me, it's so interesting. It's showing me, so there's this divine nature within us. There's this divine light, and I feel like there's a lot of toxicity in the world, and I feel like there's a tendency to hide it, cover up, again, put on these faces, whether it's different friend groups or different relationships. For some reason, I'm seeing some weight around the stomach area, and this can be like a unconscious form of protection. So if you have this, I'm seeing a focus on this area. So maybe you are exercising or working out. I'm seeing the core though, and it's bringing me to your strength, your power. And as you lean more and more into your true authenticity and defy kind of the story that's been laid out for you, maybe your entire life, the more I feel like you're going to see a physical change. So if you have some like problem areas or areas that you've really sent a lot of like dislike to energetically, do the opposite first and foremost. But I feel like these will begin to resolve themselves. Such a strange message, but I'm seeing that. I'm seeing like your true light being able to shine through. I'm also getting a message about darker clothes would not be good for you right now. I feel like dark, like black, attracts all of the energy. It's a very attractive, I feel like it's not the time to wear that color. So if you have a lot in your closet, maybe throw a bright scarf on it, maybe I feel like some lightness, change things up. But I feel like attracting the lightness. Yeah, even as I'm saying that, I'm hearing the yes, yes, yes. It actually felt quite important. It might seem silly, but it felt quite important. All right, I think I'm gonna end it here, Pisces. I hope this was helpful. I know it's a little bit of this is a fairly random collection of messages here, so I hope they were helpful. I'm curious how they fit into your life, and if you guys would like a different type of reading, I'm happy to do those. Would love to hear about them in the comments. I'm just getting back to doing readings again, so it's been a while, so I figured general readings are the way to start, and maybe, I don't know, relationship, work, what are you guys focused on right now? I only have limited energy, so let me know. All right, thanks Pisces. Have a wonderful rest of your month of January. Take care.